keep in mind, so you got options here. We have a job within the same organization, maybe a different department, maybe a different industry. We have on the table a franchise, a startup business. These are different avenues. And then, kind of deciding, okay, well, which do I prefer? If I prefer owning a business, do I have the funds to start up the business and have some reserves aside? Because if you do start a business and you do decide you do get downsized, or decide to leave your job, who is paying the mortgage, the student loans, the utility bills, and things like that? That's that buffer we were talking about. It's a buffer for your personal expenses. It's also the buffer for the business if that business takes a little bit longer to get up and running. So, in our case, we were married, recently married, and my wife kept her job. So I knew that we had income, and her salary, her income covered just about our personal expenses for the most part. And we had some reserves in the event it went over. So those are things to consider. Some people don't have the other spouse or partner or anyone involved in the household that has a job. So you got to take that into consideration. Again, there's no right or wrong here. I wish to say, it's not black and white. It's this way or that way. It really depends on not just your situation, but what you're comfortable with. I had a gentleman that didn't have a lot in savings, but he had $1 million in a retirement account. And I said, well, you can utilize a previous employer's retirement in order to fund this. And although that was an option, and the company we referred him to actually created that retirement rollover business startup. It's called ROBS, ROBS, from Benetrends. He just was not comfortable. It just had in his head that you never touch retirement. It's good to kind of have these options and speak with a funding company. Beauty is there's no fee for the consultation or intro call unless you were to move forward. But getting everything in place, talking to individuals. And now on the business side, you want to talk to people that own businesses. You want to talk to people that either own the franchise. When we work together, we'll introduce you to brands, and the franchise companies will introduce you to franchisees. But talk to other business owners, listen to their experience. But also, for the sake of relevancy,
You've got the plan and the financial strategy, but one thing holds most people back: fear. In our next segment, we tackle how to overcome analysis paralysis and finally take that leap of faith.